Yeah, good morning and welcome to 60 Seconds with LD George Kobina Ofori. On today's episode, I want to talk on the term integrity. I want to speak on integrity. So we have been talking about returning for the past week, for the past days. I spoke on return to the family. That means that you have to return to your family. Like you need your family for survival. And I spoke on return to knowledge. Knowledge is what builds you up. The difference between the poor and the rich is what? Information. And I spoke about return to vision. There is a vision God has given you concerning business, concerning ministry, whatever it is. Okay, there is a business that there is a vision given to you. You have to return to the vision. You don't have to give up. You have to fool yourself. I'm talking about return to integrity. I don't know how far you have gone in your career, in your family, in your marriage, in your relationship, in your academics, that you think that you cannot have a standard of excellence, have a standard of maybe perfection, that you have to go the crooked way. You also have to do what everybody is doing. I can assure you that you can return towards integrity and still have the same results that you want. Integrity basically means that you are the same everywhere. Your code of conduct or your value or your standard of living is of excellence, and everywhere you find yourself, you don't compromise. Okay, that is what integrity means. Integrity basically is character. So as we know that character, someone said that character is like the alphabet or the numbers. When you go to China, A is still A, B is still B. When you go to England, 1 is still 1, 2 is still 2. When you come to Africa here, it's still 3. 3 plus 3 will give you 6. It's still 6 everywhere you go. And so, as the numbers and the alphabet never change, irrespective of what, the weather or the country, the location, dispensation, generation, it doesn't change. It's the same way your integrity shouldn't change, your character shouldn't change. Okay, so integrity actually means you are who you are, irrespective of the condition. You have started a business, you've started a ministry, your organization, academic life, a relationship, whatever you are in, you can return to what? Integrity. Or if you are still in integrity, I want you to stick to it. Let's return to integrity. Because when we don't build anything out of integrity, but we build out of deception, it will not stand. The foundation for longevity is integrity, is character. Before there can be any kind of expression of your skills or acceptance of your giftings, the foundation is what? Character. Character is what sustains your gifting. Your gifting will take you far. Your skills will take you far. Your ability, whatever that you have that can earn you money or fame or give you acceptance anywhere, can take you far. We know that. But it's one thing getting getting a reward or getting a name or getting anything of value, and it's another thing sustaining it. So you can get money and not sustain my money. So whatever you get, whatever you acquire, whatever you achieve, we praise God, we thank God for it. But there's one thing that you have to also know how to keep that thing. If you don't add integrity, many of us, we've heard of marriages that have collapsed. They got the marriage, the husband or the wife, in a good way. But for them to maintain their wife, they should have maintained the wife with integrity. They should have maintained a relationship with integrity. They did not. Disease and lies and trying to engage fraud into it. Their businesses have collapsed. Their marriages have collapsed. You and I want to build a very good life. That's generations upon generations. A company that generation upon generations will come and meet. If we don't build it with the foundation of what? Integrity, we will fail at the end. Integrity or good character is what? Is the bedrock or the foundation upon which we will become successful, upon which you and I can look behind us some years to come and know that you have built a good life. There's only one reason I've given, okay? And that's the only reason I'm going to give, to sustain of integrity, to sustain whatever you are building. Without integrity, you can never sustain anything. Without a good character, you can never sustain anything. Character has always been. Character has always been the reason why people succeed. Attitude, let me put it another way, attitude. Attitude. People don't excel in life because of academic excellence, because of background. You see, excelling is one thing, and you excelling for long. Let me put it that way. So people have been rich or have gotten the name, become famous, but they didn't last. That is what I'm talking about. So you can acquire, you can achieve that fame, that greatness. But for you to sustain, keep it long in a long term, in a long run, what you need is what? Integrity. So I want you and I to return to integrity in our business, in our communication, in anything that we are building. Anything that we are building, let's build it with integrity. Don't use deceit. Don't use fraud. Don't try to deceive people. No, it's not going to work. You can deceive them at a point, but not every time. Okay? So I want to leave you with this message. And this is 360 Seconds with LD George Kobina Ofori. And this is what we do for this week. We are talking on returning. So you need to return to what? Integrity. You need to return to attitude. You need to return to a good character. There's one thing that you can do. Just apologize. Just confess. Just call the person that you have been deceiving for long. I know it is difficult, but just reverse everything. When Jesus met Zacchaeus, Zacchaeus said, "It is time for me to return to integrity. So all those I have deceived them, this is what I'm going to pay them. I'm putting them in a mode or in a place of restitution. Forgiveness with what? Compensation. I am going to restore them with compensation." So Zacchaeus had to return to what? Integrity. You and I can return to integrity. You and I can return to integrity. So I'll be looking forward for you to like this message. Just comment, share. Let it be a blessing to someone. Okay, let it be a blessing to someone. You need to return to it. That is the bedrock. That is the foundation for our success. God bless you so much. This is 360 Seconds with LD George Kobina Ofori. Just 6 minutes of your time, and your life will never be the same. God bless you.